Morris Bradshaw. Morris Bradshaw was a skilled wide receiver whose steady performance and reliable hands made him a key player during his NFL career. Born on October 19, 1952, Bradshaw played professionally from 1974 to 1982, primarily with the Oakland Raiders. During his tenure, he was part of the legendary Raiders team that won Super Bowl XI in 1977, marking the pinnacle of his career. His contributions as a receiver helped the Raiders maintain a dynamic offense that was feared across the league. Though he wasn't a flashy star, Bradshaw's consistency in clutch plays earned him respect on and off the field. His career totals include 1,416 receiving yards and 12 touchdowns, demonstrating his steady impact on the game. Beyond his NFL career, Bradshaw was remembered for his leadership and mentorship to younger players, often sharing his experience and work ethic. He was known as a humble and dedicated athlete who embodied team spirit. Morris Bradshaw passed away on January 3, 2025, at the age of 72. The cause of his death has not been publicly disclosed. His role in one of the NFL's greatest teams and his lasting influence on teammates and fans remain a significant part of his legacy. Jerry Mazzanti. Jerry Edward Mazzanti was a dedicated defensive end who made his mark in football during the 1960s. Born on July 13, 1940, in Lake Village, Arkansas, he showcased his talent early on at the University of Arkansas, where he earned all Southwest Conference honors in 1962. His impressive college performance led to his selection in the 1963 NFL Draft by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mazzanti played 3 seasons with the Steelers from 1963 to 1965, before a brief stint with the Minnesota Vikings in 1966. Known for his strong defensive presence and relentless work ethic, he earned respect from teammates and coaches alike. After retiring from professional football, Jerry returned to his hometown where he lived a quiet life. In recognition of his contributions to college football, he was inducted into the University of Arkansas Sports Hall of Honor in 2003. Jerry Mazzanti passed away on January 18, 2025, at the age of 84 in Lake Village, Arkansas. While the cause of his death was not publicly disclosed, his legacy as a committed athlete and valued teammate continues to be remembered by the football community. Gene Schroeder. Gene Schroeder was a notable figure in early NFL history, remembered for his versatility and skill as both an end and defensive back. Born on March 3, 1929 in Washington, D.C., Schroeder made his mark playing college football at the University of Virginia. His talent was recognized early, leading to his selection in the first round of the 1951 NFL Draft by the Chicago Bears. During his 6-season career with the Bears, Schroeder proved himself as a reliable and dynamic player. He recorded 104 receptions, totaling 1,870 yards and scoring 13 touchdowns. Impressive stats for his era. His ability to contribute on both offense and defense made him an invaluable team asset. In 1952, he earned a Pro Bowl selection, highlighting his exceptional performance and solidifying his reputation in the league. Beyond his on-field achievements, Schroeder was respected for his dedication, sportsmanship, and connection to the community. After retiring from professional football, he remained active in supporting the sport and mentoring younger players. For many years, Schroeder held the distinction of being the oldest living former NFL player, a testament to his longevity and enduring legacy. Gene Schroeder passed away on January 28, 2025, at the age of 95 in St. John, Indiana. His death was attributed to natural causes. His contributions to the game during the formative years of professional football remain significant, and he is remembered as a pioneering athlete who helped shape the NFL's early history. Ken Hall. Ken Hall, famously known as the Sugarland Express, was a legendary high school football player whose records have stood the test of time. Born on December 13, 1935, in Madisonville, Texas, Hall became a high school football sensation at Sugarland High School during the early 1950s. As a versatile and powerful halfback, he rushed for a staggering 11,232 yards over his high school career, a national record that remains one of the highest totals ever recorded. His 1953 season was especially remarkable, with over 4,000 rushing yards in just 12 games, highlighting his incredible athleticism and endurance. Ken Hall was also known for his all-around skills on the field, excelling not only as a rusher, but also in returning kicks and intercepting passes, showcasing his versatility. After high school, he played briefly at Texas A&M, but left due to differences in playing style. He later had a short professional career in the Canadian Football League and the NFL, playing for teams such as the Chicago Cardinals and Houston Oilers. Despite a brief professional career, Hall's impact on football is undeniable. He has been honored with numerous Hall of Fame inductions, and his name lives on through awards and stadiums named in his honor. Ken Hall passed away on March 14, 2025, at the age of 89, leaving behind a lasting legacy in the world of football. Marc Boutte. Marc Boutte was a powerful defensive tackle known for his strength, leadership, and consistent play throughout his football career. Born on July 25, 1969, in Lake Charles, Louisiana, Boutte excelled in high school football before attending Louisiana State University, LSU. At LSU, he became a key player on the Tigers' defensive line from 1988 to 1991. His hard work and determination earned him first-team All-SEC honors in 1990 and second-team All-SEC in 1991. He was also a two-time team captain, showing his leadership both on and off the field. Over his college career, Boutte amassed impressive stats, including 245 tackles, 25 tackles for loss, and 12 sacks. In the 1992 NFL Draft, Boutte was selected in the third round by the Los Angeles Rams. He quickly became a starter, playing 2 seasons with the Rams before moving to the Washington Redskins in 1994. Boutte spent 5 seasons with the Redskins, where he was a steady force on the defensive line. He totaled 191 tackles, 9 sacks, and 2 interceptions over his NFL career. Known for his resilience and work ethic, he earned respect from teammates and fans alike. Marc Boutte passed away on March 2, 2025, at the age of 55. The cause of his death was not publicly disclosed. His legacy lives on as a committed athlete and leader. Don Hasselbeck. Don Hasselbeck was a respected NFL tight end whose career spanned nearly a decade during the late 1970s and 1980s. Born on April 1, 1955, in Cincinnati, Ohio, Hasselbeck showed athletic promise early, excelling in football and basketball during his youth. He played college football at the University of Colorado, where he earned several honors, including first-team All-American recognition. His college career was marked by strong performances that helped elevate his team's offense. Hasselbeck was drafted in the second round of the 1977 NFL Draft by the New England Patriots. Over 6 seasons with the Patriots, he was a reliable target and solid blocker, leading the team in receptions in 1981. During his career, Hasselbeck also played for the Los Angeles Raiders, Minnesota Vikings, and New York Giants. He was part of the Raiders team that won Super Bowl 18, adding a championship ring to his achievements. Hasselbeck finished his NFL career with 107 receptions, over 1,500 receiving yards, and 18 touchdowns, showing consistent contributions as a tight end. After retiring from professional football, Hasselbeck successfully transitioned into business and management roles. He also remained deeply connected to football through mentoring and supporting his family's football involvement. Don Hasselbeck passed away on April 14, 2025, at the age of 70 due to cardiac arrest. His legacy is remembered both on and off the field. Bob Long was an American professional football player who played as a wide receiver in the NFL during the 1960s and 1970s. Born on June 16, 1941, in McKeesport, Pennsylvania, he attended Washington Township High School near Apollo, Pennsylvania, before playing college football at Wichita State University. Long was drafted in the 4th round of the 1964 NFL Draft by the Green Bay Packers. He went on to have a notable career, playing for the Packers, Atlanta Falcons, Washington Redskins, and Los Angeles Rams. He was part of the Packers teams that won Super Bowls I and II under coach Vince Lombardi, contributing to the team's dominance in the 1960s. Throughout his career, Long accumulated 1,539 receiving yards, 98 receptions, and 10 touchdowns. He was inducted into the Kansas Sports Hall of Fame in 1965 and the Wichita State Hall of Fame in 1981. After retiring from football, Long remained active in charitable endeavors, raising over $1.5 million for various causes through initiatives like the Long Journey to the Super Bowl raffle. Bob Long passed away on March 16, 2025, at the age of 83 in Brookfield, Wisconsin. The cause of death was not publicly disclosed. At the time of his death, he was 83 years old. Al Matthews. Al Matthews was a pioneering defensive back whose career in the NFL left a lasting impact both on and off the field. Born on November 7, 1947, in Austin, Texas, Matthews grew up honing his football talents, eventually playing college football at Texas A&I University. There, he was a key player who helped his team secure multiple conference championships and a national title, showcasing his skills as a dependable and hard-hitting defender. Matthews was drafted in the second round of the 1970 NFL Draft by the Green Bay Packers. Over the course of his 8-year professional career, he also played for the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Known for his agility and football intelligence, Matthews amassed 13 interceptions, 7 fumble recoveries, and scored 2 defensive touchdowns. His consistent play in the secondary earned him respect from teammates, coaches, and opponents alike. Off the field, Matthews broke new ground when he became the first black coach in the University of Texas athletics program. While still an active player, he served as an assistant coach for the Texas Longhorns in the early 1970s, opening doors for future generations of diverse coaching staffs in college football. Al Matthews passed away on March 8, 2025, in Austin, Texas, at the age of 77. His legacy is remembered for both his athletic achievements and his role in advancing diversity in football coaching. Craig Wolfley. Craig Allen Wolfley was a formidable presence on the football field and a cherished voice in sports broadcasting. Born on May 19, 1958, in Buffalo, New York, he attended Orchard Park High School before playing college football at Syracuse University from 1976 to 1979. During his time at Syracuse, Wolfley was a standout offensive lineman, earning 2-time All-American honors and securing a spot on the Syracuse University football All-Century team in 1999. Selected by the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 5th round of the 1980 NFL Draft, Wolfley played 10 seasons with the team, primarily as a left guard and tackle. He started 104 games and was known for his toughness and reliability on the offensive line. After retiring from football, Wolfley transitioned into broadcasting, becoming a beloved figure as a sideline reporter and later as a color commentator for the Steelers radio network. His partnership with fellow former player Tunch Ilkin on the In the Locker Room with Tunch and Wolf show endeared him to fans. Beyond football, Wolfley was a versatile athlete, competing in weightlifting, boxing, sumo wrestling, and martial arts. He placed 5th in the 1981 World's Strongest Man competition and held a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Craig Wolfley passed away on March 10, 2025, at the age of 66, following a battle with cancer. He is survived by his wife, Faith, and there are 6 children. Paul Flatley. Paul Richard Flatley, a distinguished wide receiver in the NFL, passed away on March 15, 2025, at the age of 84 in his hometown of Richmond, Indiana. Born on January 30, 1941, he was a standout athlete at Richmond High School before continuing his football career at Northwestern University. At Northwestern, Flatley transitioned from halfback to flanker, a move that significantly enhanced his football career. He led the team in receiving yards during his senior year and participated in both the East-West Shrine Game and the Hula Bowl. Drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the 4th round of the 1963 NFL Draft, Flatley made an immediate impact, starting all 14 games in his rookie season. He recorded 51 catches for 867 yards and 4 touchdowns, setting a franchise record for receptions by a rookie and earning the Associated Press NFL Rookie of the Year award. Flatley played 5 seasons with the Vikings, accumulating 202 receptions for 3,222 yards and 17 touchdowns. He also played for the Atlanta Falcons from 1968 to 1970, concluding his NFL career with 306 receptions for 4,905 yards and 24 touchdowns. After retiring from professional football, Flatley became a beloved sports broadcaster, providing color commentary for the University of Minnesota football broadcasts. His insightful and engaging style endeared him to fans and colleagues alike. In recognition of his contributions to the sport, Flatley was inducted into the Indiana Football Hall of Fame in 1978 and the Chicagoland Sports Hall of Fame in 2011. Flatley's legacy extends beyond his athletic achievements. He was a devoted family man, a loyal friend, and a cherished member of his community. His passing marks the end of an era for the Minnesota Vikings and the broader football community. Dick Jauron, Richard Manuel. Jauron, known as Dick Jauron, was a distinguished figure in American football, both as a player and a coach. Born on October 7, 1950, in Peoria, Illinois, he grew up in Swampscott, Massachusetts, where he attended high school. At Yale University, Jauron excelled as a running back, setting multiple school records and earning All-American honors. His collegiate success led to his selection in the fourth round of the 1973 NFL Draft by the Detroit Lions. Jauron played 8 seasons in the NFL, 5 with the Lions and 3 with the Cincinnati Bengals, earning a Pro Bowl selection in 1974. After retiring from playing, Jauron transitioned into coaching, beginning as a defensive assistant with the Buffalo Bills in 1985. He later served as the defensive backs coach for the Green Bay Packers from 1986 to 1994. Jauron became the head coach of the Chicago Bears from 1999 to 2003, leading the team to a 13-3 record in 2001 and earning the AP Coach of the Year award. He also had head coaching stints with the Buffalo Bills and served as the interim head coach for the Detroit Lions in 2005. Jauron passed away on February 8, 2025, at the age of 74 after a brief battle with cancer. He is survived by his wife, Gail, and their 2 daughters, Casey and Amy. Jauron's legacy is remembered for his integrity, leadership, and contributions to the sport of football. Bill Demory. Bill Demory, an undrafted quarterback who briefly played for the New York Jets in the early 1970s, passed away on February 14, 2025, at the age of 74. He died peacefully in Phoenix, Arizona, after a battle with prostate cancer and Parkinson's disease. Born on December 1, 1950, in Indianola, Iowa, Demory moved to Arizona during his youth and attended Cortez High School in Phoenix. He played college football at the University of Arizona, where he threw for 3,268 yards and 28 touchdowns over 3 seasons. Despite his collegiate success, he went undrafted in the 1973 NFL Draft. Demory was signed by the New York Jets as an undrafted free agent in 1973. Initially 5th on the quarterback depth chart, he was thrust into action due to injuries to Joe Namath and Al Woodle. In his first start, he led the Jets to a 9-7 victory over the New England Patriots, completing just 1 pass for 11 yards, which set up the game-winning field goal. Over his brief NFL career, Demory appeared in 7 games, starting 3, and recorded 159 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 8 interceptions. After his football career, Demory pursued higher education, earning an MBA from the University of Iowa and an MA in Economics and Entrepreneurship for Educators from the University of Delaware. He became a professor of economics at Central Arizona College, where he taught for many years. He is survived by his wife, Barbara, 4 children, 2 stepchildren, a brother, and 14 grandchildren. Howard Twilley, Howard James. Twilley Jr., December 25, 1943, February 5, 2025, was a distinguished wide receiver whose impact on college and professional football left an indelible mark. A Houston native, Twilley attended Galena Park High School before enrolling at the University of Tulsa. During his collegiate career from 1963 to 1965, he set numerous NCAA records, including most receptions in a season, 134, and receiving yards in a season, 1,779, in 1965. That year, he was a unanimous All-American and finished as the Heisman Trophy runner-up. Twilley's performance earned him induction into the College Football Hall of Fame in 1992. In 1966, Twilley was drafted by both the NFL's Minnesota Vikings and the AFL's Miami Dolphins. Opting for the Dolphins, he became a foundational player for the franchise. Over 11 seasons, 1966 to 1976, Twilley played in 120 games, recording 212 receptions for 3,064 yards and 23 touchdowns. He was part of the Dolphins' legendary 1972 team, the only NFL team to complete a perfect season, culminating in a Super Bowl VII victory. Twilley also contributed to the team's back-to-back championships with a win in Super Bowl VIII. After retiring from football, Twilley pursued a career in business, owning a chain of sporting goods stores and later working in investment management. He was also involved in coaching, including a tenure as head coach at Metro Christian Academy in Tulsa. Twilley passed away on February 5, 2025, at the age of 81. His legacy endures through his records, championships, and contributions to the sport. Steve McMichael. Steve McMichael, affectionately known as Mongo, was a formidable defensive tackle whose legacy in American football and professional wrestling left an indelible mark. Born on October 17, 1957, in Houston, Texas, McMichael's athletic prowess was evident from a young age. He attended Freer High School, excelling in multiple sports, and later played college football at the University of Texas. In the 1980 NFL Draft, he was selected by the New England Patriots, but was waived before the season began. Undeterred, McMichael was signed by the Chicago Bears in 1981, where he would become a cornerstone of their defense. Over his 15-season NFL career, primarily with the Bears, McMichael earned 2 Pro Bowl selections and was named an All-Pro 5 times. He played a pivotal role in the Bears' Super Bowl XX victory during the 1985 season. Known for his intensity and durability, McMichael set a franchise record by playing in 191 consecutive games. After retiring from football, McMichael transitioned into professional wrestling, joining World Championship Wrestling, WCW, in 1995. He became a member of the legendary Four Horsemen faction and won the WCW United States Heavyweight Championship in 1997. In 2021, McMichael was diagnosed with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS. Despite his declining health, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2024, with the ceremony held at his bedside. McMichael passed away on April 23, 2025, at the age of 67, surrounded by loved ones at Lightways Hospice in Joliet, Illinois. He is survived by his wife, Misty, and their daughter, Macy. McMichael's legacy endures through his contributions to both football and wrestling, as well as his courageous battle against ALS. Steve Kiner. Steve Kiner was a celebrated linebacker known for his outstanding collegiate and professional football career. Born on June 12, 1947 in Sandstone, Minnesota, he grew up in Tampa, Florida, where he excelled in football and track at Hillsborough High School. Kiner went on to play at the University of Tennessee, where he earned consensus All-American honors in 1968 and unanimous All-American status in 1969. He was also named the Southeastern Conference Defensive Player of the Year and finished 9th in the Heisman Trophy voting in 1969, highlighting his dominance on the field. In the 1970 NFL Draft, Kiner was selected by the Dallas Cowboys. Over 8 NFL seasons, he played for the Cowboys, New England Patriots, Washington Redskins, and Houston Oilers, appearing in 114 games with 19 sacks and 10 interceptions. After retiring from football, Kiner earned a Ph.D. in clinical psychology and ran a mental health therapy practice in Georgia. He was inducted into multiple Halls of Fame, including the College Football Hall of Fame and Tennessee Sports Hall of Fame. Steve Kiner passed away on April 24, 2025, at the age of 77 in Carrollton, Georgia. His legacy remains as both a football legend and a dedicated professional off the field.